everybody. It's been a while. Thanks so much for coming back to Jake's Face Reacts. Look, I know my life has been incredibly crazy, and I've sort of had to figure out a balance between all of this craziness. But you know, I think you guys know that I'm never going anywhere permanently. And Eurovision's always going to be what I love and what I react to. So if you also have been following me, and thank you, by the way, because we got above, what was it, like 25,000 subscribers. That's insane. But you also know that my memory is like not great. Like short-term memory, not blessed with that. Long-term memory, so really, for me, taking like a couple of weeks away from everything has now made this more interesting, because I'm going to look back on sort of each of the semifinals of 2019. I'm going to look back at the grand final. Some of it I haven't seen before, just because of the time differences and what I was able to catch and not catch. And I'm going to share my thoughts with you guys. A lot of this I may have actually, some of it I may have forgotten about completely, just full disclosure. But yeah, I want to go back to this. I want to relive it with you guys. I want to share my thoughts from what ended up happening, because I know we took a break. So I want to start by saying thank you again to every single one of you that has subscribed to my crazy little channel, because I never thought that it would get this far, and don't feel like I deserve for it to have gotten this far, but I owe it to you guys to continue when I do have the chance. So we're going to look back at 2019. Why not? It's been a while. I forgot some of the things. So this is a recap of everything that happened in semifinal 1 of Eurovision 2019. And actually, I don't think I've seen the opening, so I hope that's a part of this. But then I'll share my thoughts with you as I go. I know it's Jake's Face React, so yeah, I know my face is going to react, but I might tell you a couple of things too, just sort of that I may have forgotten, or that I want to share with you as we go back and relive this together. So let's look back now at semifinal 1 from Eurovision 2019 in Tel Aviv, shall we? Aww. God, I love her. So crazy. Sounds amazing. What? She deserves it. Come through, queen. Come on, Tanta. She brought it every single time. Ooh, so in love with her, and so hard to go first. Amazing, amazing. Love you, Tanta. This is like hard to watch. Next. Oh. Finland, like, no. I tried to tell y'all. Robbed. One of the best performances from any country, and the fact that it didn't advance was a travesty. I'm gonna keep my comments about that at a minimum. Avoid any controversy. Oh, you know I love Sebi. They made this giant arena feel like we were just watching two people in like a living room just singing to each other. Such a gift. I loved it. This one really came alive on stage for me. It was a really upbeat song, but the way they staged it was like Look at the colors, how they use the green screen and the boxes. So good, Czech Republic. And I still listen to
Last
this.
year,
Awkward.
Cyprus almost won Eurovision.
Yes, big
But
fight.
in
All
the
of these
end,
interviews were really awkward
they
for me.
didn't.
I mean, who says
What
that?
do you think? Are the people of Cyprus angry with our Netta?
No.
No, no hate, only love.
Come on, girls. Y'all should have put them through. 2 points.
Amazing. Good luck, Poland. Good luck.
I love you, Talia. Look, I get it. People might have said it was a little too boring to make it through, but love his voice, love the message of the song. And I love you, Hungary. I didn't like it. That's all I'm gonna say. To avoid. Oh. Hello, goddess. Hello, Queen of Serbia. Single time. Deserved to finish higher ultimately in the grand final. I almost don't even want to talk during it. It's so perfect. Oh. Belgium, what happened? What happened? Like, it was pitch-wise, it was off. I didn't understand the outfits or the staging. I don't know. One of the best conceptual live performances of Eurovision 2019. And the fact that it did in advance, I felt like it was robbed. Look at that staging and his voice, come on. Hello, Queen Kate. She was doing that crazy stuff and sounded vocally flawless. Next level. I'm glad the rest of the world kind of fell in love with her because she deserves it. Off TV. Okay. Vocals off. I wouldn't have put Estonia through. He was much better in the grand final, but this was really shaky. Robbed. Portugal and Conan. I loved it. I got it. It was high fashion. It was high art. And maybe the rest of the world just wasn't ready for that. But I loved it. Katrine, one of the most unique voices in all of Eurovision 2019. And I loved it. I love that people doubted this note. She got there, and she stayed there. It was a little sharp, but the visuals were so good. So good. Look, it was fun and bright. He was flat almost the entire song. So if we're going by vocals, I don't know. But I think we went by, like, fun.
Europe, start voting
now.
This is when, like, you know. All hail the Queen. The Dana International. What's happening?
Europe, start voting now.
Which is,
Come on.
and here I am taking it
No,
away.
come.
The first of all the finalists to be announced tonight
Okay, let's see.
is
Who was? I don't even remember.
Greece.
Belarus,
Congratulations, Serbia.
our neighbor Cyprus,
Estonia.
the Czech Republic,
Australia.
Iceland,
San Marino.
That was shocking.
Slovenia,
That's it, though.
and here we are with the happiest.
That was my recap of Semifinal 1. It's weird to see it back because I had forgotten so much of that, but There were so many. When all of it's happening, it goes by so fast, and you're unable to really process, I think, what's happening and what's happening to who and who made it through. But I gotta tell you, man, like, Poland was robbed. Like, 2 points from the public vote, 2 points would have put them through over Belarus. And I'm sorry, Belarus, you're gonna hate me for this, and that's okay. But Poland brought so much more than you did. Like, they brought culture, they brought their, own language, they brought this like wall of sound, and it's hard for me to figure out how it came down to 2 points. I mean, I have my theories, but I learned my lesson from sort of saying too much earlier in this Eurovision season about things like that. So I'll just say, for those of you that don't believe that reactors or influencers can influence outcomes, I mean, 2 points is a very close outcome. Just think about that. It's a close outcome. I love that Netta got to open it. She deserved it. She brought it there. For me, like, the green room interviews were so awkward during this season. I don't know why, but they were awkward. I have to say, the most disappointing for me from this group was Belgium, only because going in, I liked Elliot and I liked the song, but it was almost like that moment and that stage, it was too big for him at his age. He was struggling with the pitch, like he was flat a lot of the times. It was pretty stagnant in terms of like staging, and I didn't understand the costume. And what would have been cool, I thought he was wearing like what would amount to like how when you like jump out of, when you like, what do they call it, jump out of a plane, skydive, you wear something that looks similar to that, obviously with a parachute. But I was hoping there was going to be some development with that, but there wasn't. There just wasn't. I wish that Hungary would have made it through, but I understand that maybe it was a little, for first-time Eurovision watchers who hadn't, gone through the process of seeing every single entry from every country. I get that it may have been a little bit, a little bit. I don't know why am I blanking with the words right now. It may seem a little monotonous and a little like, la, 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 and that was kind of all that we got through a lot of that. So those are my thoughts. It was so fun to look back on that, because like I said, I'm really bad at remembering stuff like that, and all the particulars. So yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for coming back. I really hope this was a surprise for you in a good way, that we're kind of back together again. And stay tuned for my next reaction video. Peace.